and a little bit about a book called Never Split the Difference. Have you ever heard of it?
No, I didn't understand because of the message of
Oh,
the recording. I couldn't hear.
all right. Let's just wait for a little bit
Gyro, yeah.
for Jairo. But we were gonna focus on two kind of books, Getting
Mm-hmm.
Things Done
Mm-hmm.
and Never Split the Difference. Have you ever heard about these books?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. One's like a very famous guy for productivity, right? For creating
Mm-hmm.
productivity systems. And the other one's
Maybe in Portuguese. Let me see the name in Portuguese. Is the same?
okay.
Is like the real translation or it's a different name? Do you know?
I think it's the same. You can check
I'm gonna check here. What is the first name?
is Never Split the Difference.
Never split the difference. Português. Negocie como se sua vida dependesse disso.
Yeah. So it's fun because it's like FBI agent guy,
Yeah.
um, and he deals like with hostage crises and stuff. So it's about negotiation, right? I think.
Uhum.
And are you a productive person? Do you make a lot of checklists and stuff like that?
Yes,
You do.
I love checklists.
Do you have an app?
No, I don't.
Okay. Um, I like to do this just for the app for the noise when you complete an action. It makes like a little pop
When
sound.
you when you press the check and it makes like a different noise or
Yeah,
something
that's what
like
I like.
that.
Yeah, that's what I like. But yeah, let me see. I'm trying to get the content online here, but my computer isn't helping. I have to change this one, I think. Do you have a nice computer? Do you have a gaming computer for playing
No,
video games?
no. I only have the my company's computer, so a lot of
Nah.
websites that you share something I can't open here. That's why I always ask for the document split it because it won't open like Google Docs and sites like that.
Can you go onto YouTube?
So what?
Can you go onto YouTube or is YouTube blocked?
YouTube? Yes, yes, YouTube I can.
Okay. Let me see if I can download the file.
Which is the name of the other book that you said?
Getting things done.
Getting things done. A arte de fazer acontecer.
It sounds like a little too much like self-help, right? Let's see. We'll just wait a couple more minutes. I'm gonna
Okay.
send you. Um, I think we're gonna start with productivity. So I think a good idea would be just to watch a summary. Okay. I think we can start without gyro. Here, I'm going to share you a link, and
Okay.
it has the book summary. So we're going to discuss the book, and then we're going to do a few exercises. Okay.
Okay.
So here's the link. Just give it a watch and tell me.
Okay. Done.
Okay. All right. So do you think that it's a lot different than anything you've heard before, or do you think it's similar? What do you think?
Well, I think it's similar to things that we see people selling on internet or um, articles about productivity is right is this way Produ- productivity
Productivity.
productivity, yeah. um but it's something I know it's like to relieve the stress of remembering things, but it's also something that makes me a bit anxious to check on everything. And if I haven't done um, something I planned from the day, it makes me like really anxious. So it's good because you don't have to be thinking all day to remember something because you took a note, but it also something dangerous for me.
And do you think you can survive without a system in place, kind of to guide you, or you more like a spontaneous person, or do you like to really make sure that everything's kind of planned out beforehand?
I like to plan everything before, but I also leave some space for something outside of the plan, you know? I don't have like all day schedule because I know it will appear something in the middle of the day, and I have like this kind of windows in my day to 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 make these surprises not so surprises
Yeah, yeah,
and to no not to delay all the to do stuff.
gotcha. Well, my computer's kind of acting kind of strange. I was going to send you the doc, but I sent you to your email because
Yeah, I received it.
you received it. Okay. All right. So why don't we try and read the summary first and kind of work our way down from there?
Okay, do you want me to read out loud or just to read for myself here?
Yeah, just if you can read it out loud, I think it's better.
Okay, so in getting things done, GTD, produ- productivity productivity it's okay. Productivity expert David Allen presents a methodical approach to organizing tasks, reducing stress, and improving focus. The central idea is that our brains are better at processing information than storing it. Therefore, we should externalize everything we need to remember into a trusted system. Allen introduced a five-step process. 1. Capture. Write down every task, idea, or responsibility as soon as it comes to mind. Clarify. Process what each item means and decide what action is required. 3. Organize. Sort information into
Categories.
categories. E.g., next actions, waiting for projects. 4. Reflect. Regularly review your list to stay on track. 5. Engage. Take action confidently, knowing that you're focused on what matters most. The book emphasizes the importance of mental clarity and how structured productivity systems can free up energy for creative thinking. For business and professional life, GTD can dramatically improve time management, delegation, and overall efficiency.
Okay, so what do you think? Do you think it's a little too complicated, or do you think it's pretty intuitive, something you can use?
Oh, I think it's pretty intuitive.
Okay, all right. So how about the vocabulary? Can you read the vocabulary first?
Yes. Okay. Mm. Each word comes with a contextual example and exercise suggestion. Suggestion. Workflow. A sequence of steps in a process. Improve your workflow can save hours each week. Delegation. Assigning tasks to others. Effective delegation is key to good management. It's one of the hard things to do. It's to delegate. To learn how to delegate for me. Backlog. Accumulate unfinished tasks or work. I cleared my email backlog this morning. Bottleneck. A point of congestion or blockage. Meetings are often a bottleneck in productivity. Task saturation. Being overwhelmed by too many tasks. Task saturation often leads to burnout. Time blocking. Schedule set times for tasks. I use time block to ensure focused work. Inbox zero. An email management philosophy. Inbox zero helps reduce digital stress. Oh, I love it. I have like um, TOC
Oh,
to always have my emails um, in zero. And also my Microsoft Teams um, with everybody replied by the end of the day, but it's not that easy.
gotcha.
Um, Next action. To immediate physical step to take. Define the next action to keep moving forward. Someday, maybe list. A list for potential future ideas. I added start a podcast to my someday maybe list. Weekly review. A recurring session to reflect and plan. During my weekly review, I update my goals.
Okay. So are you a person, do you think you have a big backlog of things you have to do? Or do you think you don't really have a lot of stuff that's accumulated for you? It can be in work or even life things you want to do.
What? I didn't understand.
Like, do you have a big backlog of things that you have to do?
Oh, I really try not to have backlogs, but of course, I have some. But here in my work, we have a lot of purchases to do, and we use this word with the purchases that we couldn't meet the deadlines. So we say that the purchases that are delayed is our backlog too. So we use this word a lot. But I always try to have my things done. In my position now, I don't have like many schedule things to do. So I don't have this feeling that I have a lot of backlogs. but like my emails, I try to have them all read. In my chat here, I always try to reply everybody. So I always try to not have some backlogs.
You ever get anxious because you don't answer a person right away? You have to.
Yeah, I have a thing when I see my Microsoft Teams with 9 plus, I I got I got really, oh my God, I need to answer everybody. Um, I don't like it.
Actually, it's good that you guys use Teams because some companies they use WhatsApp, right? And then
Ah, we have it here too, but the
yeah,
official, it's Teams.
oh, because then it's hard to separate the personal from
Yeah,
the
I have
business.
a corporate cell phone, so I have the corporate WhatsApp, my personal WhatsApp, and Microsoft Teams.
Okay, that's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot to manage.
Gotcha. But if it works for you, all right. So the next one I wanted to ask you, do you ever feel like there's anything in your life that causes a bottleneck? Maybe it's lack of time or things that, you know, kind of block you up from achieving what you need to achieve?
Um, Sometimes the schedule of meetings is a bottleneck for me, but um, um, like last week we have a lot of meetings from the company, not meetings for the not normal meetings, like meetings to do the strategic planning. No, it's another name in English. Um, we had some extra meetings, and it
Okay.
was like we were 3 days outside the office, and like my schedule was totally delayed for Friday and for today because I couldn't have any of my normal meetings through these days. So it was like a bottleneck for me in the last week.
Okay. Are you a person that hates meetings or are you okay with them?
Depends on the meeting. If the meeting can be an email, I don't like them. If it's something to incorporate some a good discussion or something like that, I like them.
Okay. And task saturation, do you think you have too much on your plate right now? Are you a person that sometimes a lot of things accumulate for you? Or do you think you're pretty okay with the amount of stuff you have going
No.
on?
Oh, I always feel like I have many tasks that I don't have time enough to do them. And it's complicated. And that's why I told you that um, the checklist is something that gets me anxious because if I can't check them and I see, oh my God, I have a lot to do, I don't have time for them, and sometimes it blocks me to be productive because I don't know where to go, and I have to take a break and think what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna choose to do first, and
Yeah,
how can I say priorizar?
prioritize.
Prioritize, yeah.
All right, gotcha. How about time blocking? Is that something you do on a regular basis, or do you have more of an open schedule, you think?
I have um some time blockings on my schedule when I have to do something that uh requires a lot of focus. Like if I'm
Okay.
gonna do a presentation, I block my time for that, and like my team is gonna be like um not bother something like that, and I will fix this time, and but it's not I don't have it all days, just
Mhm.
for some subject or some presentation that needs me to focus on that.
Okay. Great. You told me you already practiced kind of in box zero. Your next action. I don't think that's that important. But what is like a goal that you have on your someday or maybe list? I always keep telling myself I'm gonna do a cool trip or a cool travel or something, but I keep putting it off. How about you? Do you have anything that's on your someday or maybe list that's been there for a long time?
I have a lot of a lot of things there. Um, a lot of travels that I want to go. I have someday wish to learn a lot of another language besides the English. Um, Let me see. If I win in the lottery,
You win the lottery. Do you go to the Mega Sena and stuff?
yes, I'm hoping to win 5 million tomorrow because we have like um, we play together in my work, and we gamble together. It's better to
Game,
say like, yeah, we gamble
the
together,
Tiger game.
and and no, not Tiger Game, Mega Sena. And if we win, it's gonna be 5 million each, and I'm hoping to win tomorrow.
What are you gonna do with the money?
I'm just gonna quit my work and put the money on the bank and be like I'll have like a sabbatical year, something like that.
Sabbatical
Yeah.
decade, maybe.
And I'll travel and then think about what I'm gonna do next.
Yeah, that would maybe
But
last.
I won't be like spending the money buying cars and houses. No, I won't be doing this.
Yeah, because there's a lot of athletes that make a lot of money. They lose it all. Like NBA players, they make $5 million, but they waste it all. I don't know how you waste $5 million. That's 25 million reais, right?
Tiger game, maybe.
Tiger game. You gotta avoid the Tiger game.
Little
Right.
tiger.
Little Tiger game. They don't have that in the United States, I think. It's so
Um,
silly.
yeah.
Okay. All right. About weekly review, do you think there's a goal maybe you should leave off for later? You talked about your someday list, but what do you think about doing a review per week to reflect on your goals? Is there something you've been besides the lottery, something that you think you should eliminate from your goals because you don't have enough time or space, maybe? What do you think?
Mm, Actually, I don't know if I have something that I, because the things that are on my someday list are not on my weekly to do.
Okay.
So when I review them on the end of the week, I think it's more like normal stuff, normal actions or works actions, and it's part of the game, like to postpone it to the next week or something like that.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so we're gonna try and implement the GTD system in your life. It's gonna make a big transformation for you, all
Mm,
right?
Gonna
Okay,
be like the master of productivity.
yeah, but you're already a productive person, right? So It's like it can only help you so much, right?
No, it will help. I'll try to. It's good to. I like doing this list. Because sometimes I forget things like the example of the video. Well, I have to buy milk. If I don't write it on my cell phone, if I don't make a list when I'm in the supermarket, I can't remember the things I need to buy. And I'm
Yeah,
always I get home and oh my God, I forgot this. I was thinking about it all day and I was in the supermarket I couldn't remember. So for this kind of things I really need to write down because my head I can't trust them. I can't trust it.
right. But are you a person who has difficulty choosing things? Because sometimes I go into iFood and I look at everything and I'm like, oh man, I don't know what I want. And I spend like half an hour just going like, man, I'm hungry, I have to eat. Then I just finally choose something. I don't know. Or do you pick things like right away? Are you quick to choose things?
I'm quick to choose, but if I already know what kind of food I want. So if I know I want a pizza, I'm quickly to choose like a flavor or something like that. But if I don't know what I'm gonna eat, I open the iFood app and I keep scrolling. Oh my God, this is good, this is good, this is good. And I yesterday I was hungry at night and I was, oh, I'm gonna order something. And I opened iFood and I got like 15 minutes trying to choose. And then I decided to open my fridge and, and eat something that I already have had it here because
Yeah,
I couldn't decide.
iFood is terrible. I think you waste so much money on iFood, right? Because like you don't think it's that much money, but then you look at the end of the month how much money you
Yeah,
wasted. You're like, whoa, I should start cooking, right?
yes,
Okay.
yeah, I agree. And when you see the price for delivering, you say, "Oh no, it's not. It's not um, worthy."
Yeah, for sure. And all right, so let's try and do the four-step process here. And you can write down on your Google Docs, and you can read for me after you see gamified activity level up your life.
Where are we?
Gamified activity level up your
Ah,
life.
gamified. Okay, okay.
Okay, so try to capture kind of everything in your mind. Doesn't have to be your whole week, but maybe the next few days. 20 items is a lot. Maybe try and do 10 and capture things like what you got to do. Okay.
Okay, okay. Mm.
Okay, I made a small list too.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm done. I've chosen seven, okay? Seven?
Okay, seven's good.
Okay, all right.
All right, so can you tell me what they are?
Okay. Number one, I have to talk to Air Canada to check about my flight. I have a meeting with my team tomorrow. I have a meeting with the soil oil broker tomorrow too. It's a supplier. I have to go to the supermarket. I have to pack my bag to Canada. I have to cancel my appointment to the hairdresser this week, and I have to make my nails done.
You have to get your notes. That's the most important list, part of the list. Don't
Yeah.
forget the most essential things. All right. So, are all the items actionable? Can you do something about everything, or no?
I
Do they
have
all have
to
next action?
I have to do everything, but I don't know if I'm gonna make to the supermarket this week, but I'll try to.
Okay. So
Um,
that you're gonna organize it there, and then you're gonna put it someday, maybe, I guess.
yeah.
We're waiting for.
Hmm.
And the rest are all next actions, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, great. It doesn't seem that revolutionary when you try using it, right? It seems pretty simple, I think. I think the secret of the system is you just throw away things you can't do anything about, maybe.
Yeah, and I think it's because when you write it down, it's so simple. And sometimes during the day, you can remember, and you see, oh my God, I have to do this. And sometimes it's so simple to do it, like I have to cancel my appointment. I couldn't remember. I was writing here now. Oh my God, I have to cancel this, and it's like sending you one WhatsApp, and it's good. It's gonna be like done. But if I didn't write it down, maybe sometime I think it will be I'll probably forget or I'll remember just um em cima da hora.
On
Um,
top of
on,
on top of schedule.
yeah, on top of schedule.
Yeah, I guess. Do you kind of maybe procrastinate something for far too long? Because for me, I was supposed to pick up my passport like a long time ago. I swear I'm gonna go tomorrow to pick it up. I was gonna go today, but I didn't. Tomorrow I'll go. But I'm supposed to pick up my passport, and it's been so
Yeah,
long.
it depends about on my interest because if I'm really interested in like if I have a trip or something like that, I'll do it the next day. But if I can, oh hey, I don't have it now. Let's next week I'll do it, and I procrastinate it as well.
I got you. If it's not important, right? Okay.
Not important at that moment, assim, if I don't have like a rush or something like that. No, okay. Next week, and
Okay,
this
you answer everybody from work quickly, but what about your friends? Do you ever leave your friends hanging? Like take them?
depends. It
Yeah,
depends
depends.
because if it's something like how was your day or something like that, I responded on the end of the day. But if it says like I have a gossip to tell you, it's right away.
It's gossip, and then you want to know what it is. Gossip is just important things, right? Gossip is
Yes.
important. But it's weird because when you're getting when you stop being like in your 20s or a teenager, you talk about you remember MSN? Do you
Yeah.
remember
Uh-huh.
you shake
Yeah.
the person's screen and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because there's no reason to talk to the person when you're talking, but now it's like the person messages like, "Oh, what do you want?" Right? It's kind of
Yeah.
you lose romanticism, I think.
And when the person don't have like the double blue check, and you don't know if they read it or not, you keep like, oh my God, he's gonna respond me. I'm gonna call or something like that. But uh, today people think that you have to be all the time available, and they don't uh, learn that you have to. Maybe you're busy or something like that.
Yeah. Have you ever ghosted anybody?
A lot of times.
A lot. That's very mean thing to do.
Yeah.
Ghost me. Okay.
But I don't like it, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes I read the message and I forgot to reply right away. And when I see, oh my God, I didn't reply in like 3 days.
Just to show you're interested. Okay. So let's go to part three. Meet João, a GTD success story. Can you read it for me?
Part three, right?
Yep.
Um, Meet João, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. João is busy sales coordinator studying English at night. He used to forget meetings, miss deadlines, and feel overwhelmed. After reading Getting Things Done, he applied the GTD method. He captured every idea and task into a Google Keep note. He clarified each one. Call dentist, next action, book appointment online. He organized using 3 Trello boards. Next actions, waiting for, and someday maybe. I'm sorry, my dog started to bark.
All right.
Oh,
So,
no, I think he stopped. On Sundays, João did his weekly review to clean up and reset. He used his list to engage with tasks depending on his schedule and energy. Now João feels calm, focused, and even has time to plan a trip he'd been postponing for months. Okay. 1. I could be more active on capturing random ideas that would be useful later, because sometimes I feel that I get lazy on registering them and end up forgetting a few items. 2. Clarify next actions is something that would be useful for me because I tend to only write down ideas but not actually thinking on an action plan for them. 3. Categorizing into more details buckets such as next actions waiting for could help on designing a more efficient plan for my week. 4. Implementing a weekly review on Sundays would also be good in order to not let relevant to do to sleep on to sleep and get forgotten.
all right. So these are just some examples uh,
Okay.
of a person, implementing it and how it can make their life better. Can you write down maybe three examples of how this can improve your life, maybe system
Mm,
productivity?
okay. Okay.
All right, can you read them for me?
Writing the text helps me to remember them and meet my deadlines. It helps me to organize my day, considering quick tasks and moments to be focused. And marking the to-do list as done makes me feel productive and having the feeling that I had a good day.
All right. So it's about kind of getting a feeling of accomplishment. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Let's go down to the vocabulary. See if there are any words that you don't know.
No.
All the words are good? Okay. So let's try and fill in the blanks then in the exercises, okay? Can you read
Okay.
number one for me?
After reading Getting Things Done, Carla decides to just a second. To capture every thought or idea that crossed her mind using a voice memo app.
Yep, that's correct. How about number
Okay.
two?
The project was progressing smoothly until the client approval process became a major bottleneck, delaying
Yep,
everything for 2 weeks. Every Friday evening, our manager encourages us to reflect on our achievements and challenges before the next week begins.
yep, that's right. Reflect.
My inbox has over 1,000 no,
1,000.
1,000 unread emails. I would go. I'd get crazy. I'm definitely experiencing uh, mm, task saturation and need a better system.
Yep, task saturation.
Yeah. Before starting the presentation, James reviewed his list and identified the most urgent uh, next action, designing the title slide. Next action.
Yes, next
Yeah.
action.
Our team improved efficiency by reorganizing the workflow. No,
Yes,
workflow?
workflow.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I love new ideas, but not all of them are immediately relevant. That's why I added learn to code in Rust to my someday maybe list.
Yes, someday
What is
maybe.
learn to code in Rust?
Oh, so Rust is a programming language, right?
It's a what?
So it's a
A
programming
program.
language. It's
Mm,
a programming language, yeah.
okay. As team leader, I've learned that effective delegation is key. I don't need to do everything myself to achieve success. Yeah, it's a good thing to learn. Lucia organizes her day using a time blocking um, technique, setting aside 90 minutes for deep work every morning.
Great.
Once the system was in place, Leo could finally engage with
Yeah.
his tasks confidently, knowing he wasn't forgetting anything important.
Okay, good. All right. We're gonna go move on to Chris Voss, who's the FBI agent. Okay,
Okay.
but are you feeling more productive already? Or
Yeah. It's life changing.
I like the title in Portuguese. What's the title in Portuguese again? It's
A arte de fazer acontecer.
yeah, make it happen. Just make it happen. Right? Okay. All right.
Reading this and you'll be like flying to the moon.
So I'm so
It's
embarrassed
like
every time
that rocket. I don't know.
it's the rocket that took Katy Perry to space.
Yeah.
That's Origin or something. Okay. So I shared you a video from a negotiation tactic from Chris Voss. It's the second link.
Okay.
It's only 4 minutes, 3 minutes and a half. Just take a quick watch and we're going to discuss it, okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right. So what do you think about his technique? Do you think it makes sense or would you be able to use it? What do you think?
think it makes sense, but it's like um it's difficult to think of this way because I think we focus on the negative, right? And his method is to to diffuse the negative spot, the negative stuff. Um, I was thinking about my negotiations here to make it like a link, but it's difficult.
Okay, so he said he gave an example where it was like, um, I don't want to sound disrespectful,
Disrespectful.
but
Yeah.
they said change it and go.
Yeah, we use
People
it a
sound.
lot. We we say this a lot,
Uh,
like um, something like that when you have like an opinion or something like that, and it's I haven't seen anybody saying the opposite. I'm gonna be disrespectful. It's gonna sound disrespectful, and saying it.
yeah, but I think it's about being careful not to say deny things because when you say I didn't do it, the first
Yeah,
thing a person thinks
yeah,
is yes, you
yeah.
did do it.
This kind of speech, the person assumes the responsibility for everything she's saying. And the other way, it's like I'm saying if you understand something different, it's your your trouble, not mine.
Right, yeah. I think that's something important, but he also has a concept called mirroring. Have you ever heard about mirroring?
Yeah, I think so. But remember what it is.
Right. So mirroring is kind of like when you're having a conversation with the person, you maybe take the same, body language as the person. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're, very closed down, I might close down too to get like the same, get on the same emotional level, and maybe try to, repeat key phrases and words and stuff that a person says to try to create like
Connection, right?
a
To make
connection.
connection.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
that's we already did negotiation in another class, but this book is like it's from an FBI agent, right? It's a guy who has to um, you know, he has to save hostages, he has to negotiate with, terrorists and stuff like that. So he has some cool concepts. I wanted to know, do you think you have some strategies to negotiate, or do you do it more like on intuition? What do you think?
It depends because when you know technically about the subject you're negotiating, you can find some spots to make the other part to convince the other part or to make the other part reflect about your argument. But when you're like hum, barganhando, como é que eu posso falar?
Bargaining.
Bargaining. It's difficult, so you have like to make this kind of connection with the other part to like open the negotiation. Um, but it depends on the subject. But in my days, we always try to have a strategy aligned to the subject. But sometimes it's you have to try to connect to the person first, and then to have like um, a better scenario to start saying the technical stuff.
Okay, gotcha. But do you think it's easy to negotiate with people you don't like, or do you feel like it's important that you guys kind of have a rapport beforehand?
It's not it's not easy, but when I have like a tough client or something like that, I try to go to make a good environment in the
Mhm.
meeting or something like that to become more or saying something funny or something um, trying to make the other person comfortable with the meeting and then going through the real subject, but it's not easy.
Okay, gotcha. I think you won our Shark Tank last class, so congrats again. You got best of your company. That's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a document.
Okay.
Just 1 second. Okay. Here it should show up. Show up. Never split the difference at the bottom there.
Okay.
All right. So they have 8 tactics that the person uses, and we're going to read through each one and just have a short discussion and some vocabulary. Can you read number 1 for me?
Okay. Tactical empathy. Tactical empathy means actively trying to understand what the other person is feeling and thinking, not just from your own perspective, but from theirs. Unlike sympathy, which is feeling for someone, empathy is feeling with them. And tactical empathy is the strate- strategic use of that understanding in negotiation. It builds trust and makes the other party feel heard, which often leads them to cooperate. Use this a lot. Chris Voss emphasizes that labeling someone's emotions, acknowle- acknowledging their situation, and showing them you're listening can diffuse conflict and lead to better outcomes. Example: if a client is angry about delays in a project, instead of defending yourself, immediately say, "It seems like you're really frustrated with how long this has taken."
Okay.
I completely agree.
So you said you use this a lot. Can you remember a time that you had to use this, for example?
In this kind of the same is example, I have a lot of clients that gets really angry with if we miss a deadline or something. We need to if he needs to antecipar
Anticipate.
to anticipate something, and we can't. And we have to do this all the time. I know you're angry. I know we're wrong. I know we have some trouble, but we're doing this and saying something. Some man of the eh, um most of the times it goes well.
Okay. So you're good at building kind of empathy, you think, for the situation.
Yeah, I'm good um connecting with people.
Okay. So let me see. I'm trying to make a hypothetical situation up in my head right now where you can use tactical empathy. But all right. Um,
Oh,
I,
I
I
I had I did something similar. Uh, many years ago. I crushed my car with another lady, and I was wrong, but she was on the phone. And when she left the car, she was like saying a lot of things to me. And I just left my car saying, I know I'm wrong. We're gonna work through this. There's no need to discuss, to like to to fight with me, to discuss with me. I know I'm wrong, so let's um um
Work together.
yeah, let's work together. Let's resolver. And
Okay. So here's a cool thing. I rented an Airbnb from you,
mm-hmm.
but you're not going to be able to let me stay there because the other guys refuse to leave. And I'm really angry because I don't get to stay at the beach and have fun and relax with my girlfriend, right? So how could you use tactical empathy to kind of make me feel better if we were having this discussion? So I'm talking to you like, no, I'm, I was supposed to have the Airbnb ready, for this weekend, but you don't, you didn't do what you said you're going to do, right?
Yes, I know you're frustrated. I'm working on it. I'm trying to remove how the other um,
Yes.
guest, the other guest. Um, I'm trying to see another option with a friend of mine. Can you wait a bit for me to try to solve this?
Yeah, great. So you're acknowledging how the person feels. Gotcha. Great. Number
And
two.
not only acknowledging the feeling, but also trying to make a solution, to think about a solution, or to think together about a solution. In my days, we have this kind of discussion. I said about the projects that are delayed or something like that, and I always try to make the other person part of the solution, trying to think together about the solution, not
Great.
only telling the problem.
So you let the person try to help themselves, kind of make them suggest a solution too. Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
they feel they are part of the solution, so it makes them um, be less
Let's say
angry.
let's say. Okay. All right. Let's talk about mirroring. Can you read number two for us?
Okay. Mirroring. Mirroring is the simple act of repeating the last few important words the other person said, usually in a calm and curious tone. This makes people feel heard and encourage them to continue talking. It works because humans are psychologically wired to continue thoughts when someone shows interest in their ideas. Mirroring is especially powerful in tense negotiations as it allows you to pause the conversation, stay in control, and subtly, is it? Subtly, subtly gain more information. Example: if your boss says, "This project is taking longer than expected," you might reply, "Longer than expected?" This gives them a chance to explain what they mean, giving you more insight into their expectations.
Okay. So repeat after me. Subtly. Subtly.
Um, subtly,
Yes.
subtly. Ah, okay, subtly.
Yes. Subtly. Gain more information. So do you use mirroring a lot, or maybe you do it unconsciously What do you
I
think?
think unconsciously, but I had a boss that used it um all the time, and sometimes I'm the angry part. S- Stop asking, because okay, tell me more, and always repeating the end of the sentence. Oh my God, it kinds I think he's prolixo. The
Uh,
conversation never take less than 10 minutes and sometimes more, and it's like a simple conversation because he always does this.
uh, no, that's important when you're working, so you can make more money talking about unimportant things, right? Spend more time.
Yeah,
I think so. All right, mirroring. How about number three? Three, we watched the video about it. Remember, labeling
yeah.
emotions.
hmm
Can you read it for us?
Labeling involves identifying and naming the emotions you perceive in someone else during a conversation. Phrases like "it sounds like," "it seems like," or "it looks like" are used to carefully articulate what the other person might be feeling. This tactic validates their emotions, which can help reduce their intensity and make them feel respected. It's a powerful way to show emotional intelligence and shift the dynamic in your favor. Example: during a difficult conversation with a colleague, you might say, "It sounds like you feel overlooked in team decisions." Even if you're wrong, they'll correct you, and it shows that you're trying to understand.
Okay, how about this one? Do you try and do this, or do you feel like this is more advanced, maybe?
Sometimes, sometimes, but
Okay,
I think not intentionally too.
so you go to it goes to the woman, you crash your car, and it looks like you want to kill me right now, but so you use a tactic like this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for the accusation on it.
Okay. The accusation audit it is used to address potential objections before the other person has a chance to bring them up. It involves listing all the negative things the other party might be thinking or saying about you and your proposal. This lowers their guard, makes them feel less defensive, and shows you're honest and self aware. By bringing up the negatives first, you disarm them. If you're pitching a project that's over budget, you might say, "You probably think this project is too expensive, might be risky, and could go over schedule again." By acknowledging these issues, the other side is more open to hearing your proposal.
Okay, so how about this one? Have you ever used this or not?
Yes, a lot
Okay,
with high prices. I think you maybe think this is a little bit expensive, but and explaining why we should continue with the purchase.
right. So you use a lot of negotiation day to day because a lot of the tactics, maybe except mirror, and you're already familiar with them. Maybe
Yeah,
not now.
but sometimes not the names or the labels, but in the examples or the context, we use it a lot in procurement.
All right. How about the next one, the no-oriented question?
No-oriented question. People feel more secure and in control when they say no, instead of pushing for yes, which can make people feel trapped. Voss recommends reframing questions so that no is a comfortable and safe response. This method respects autonomy and allows the other party to feel like they are making the decision. It's often more persuasive than seeking agreement. Instead of asking, "Can we meet tomorrow?" which which pressures the person to say yes, ask, "Would it be a bad idea to meet tomorrow?" This gives them freedom to say no while still keeping the conversation open.
Okay, so it's a small change, right?
Yeah, and this feeling of making the other person feeling that they are deciding something, it's really important. It's they think they have the power, but you manage manage them to that way and to make make them feel that they decided or they had an idea, but you like planted the seed.
Gotcha. So
I
you got
do this a lot with my boss. I I keep saying something, but he thinks he gave me the idea, but I
uh,
already have the idea.
that's the
And he
classic
thinks he is
idea.
like the smart guy, and I okay, no,
You just plant the seed of the idea in his mind, and you're like, okay,
yeah.
all right. That's I think I saw that in the movie. I think. Have you ever watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
Which one?
My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
My big fat
Greek
require?
Wedding,
No, I don't think so.
right? No, it's like it's what you said. The daughter wants to convince her father.
Yes, I know
Watch this
this
movie.
movie.
The
Yeah,
daughter
but
wants to
I
convince
didn't
her
know the
father.
name in English.
Yeah, that's the name in English.
Yeah.
So the daughter talks to her mother and wants to convince her father of something, and her mother's like, "Wait, just a minute, I'll do it." And they all go to the restaurant, and then she does what you say, right?
Yeah.
What, I was wondering for a solution for whatever and stuff, and she looks at and then he says it, and makes it look like it's his idea, right? But
Mm-hmm.
right, can you read the next one for me?
Yeah. The "that's right" moment. The moment someone says "that's right" in a negotiation is powerful. It means they feel completely understood. Getting someone to say "you're right" is often less effective because it usually just ends the conversation or serves as a polite way to disengage. Disengage? Disengage. On the other hand, "that's right" shows they agree with your summary of their point of view. To get to this point, you need to summarize their perspective clearly and em- empathetically. You might say, "So what you're saying is you worried about launching this product without having the full data, and you don't want to risk a mistake." If they respond with "that's right," you've built deep rapport and moved the conversation forward.
Okay, so you kind of take their point of view and put it into words. I think you have to have a high level emotional intelligence, right, to be able to do this.
Yeah.
So, but how about this one? Do you recognize this, or what do you think?
Yeah, but mm, I haven't thought. this as a tactical.
Okay. So it's one more for the arsenal and just
Yeah, I'll try to use it.
okay.
Then I bring the example.
Right. Number seven, calibrated questions.
Calibrated questions, how and what? Calibrated questions are open-ended questions that usually begin with how or what. They shift the focus from demands to collaboration and problem solving. These types of questions make the other party engage their problem solving brain and help you uncover information, all while keeping them in the driver's seat. Avoiding using why questions which can sound accusatory. Instead of saying, if you have to lower the price, you could ask, how can we bring this into our budget? Or what's the flexibility on this pricing structure? This encourages cooperation rather than confrontation. Yeah, I
Okay.
use it a lot.
So you do this.
Yeah, a lot.
All right. Can you give me an example? Do you remember a time you used this?
Sometimes we have like very um how can I say this? Sometimes we have to purchase something from a specific supplier. We can't do like a bid or something like that. We have like to go direct to the supplier, and he knows he's the only solution, and
Okay.
he can overprice his proposal, and because he knows he's the only solution. And sometimes we have to open and say, how can we make this possible? What can we do? What can we review from the project, or what can we um, reduce from the technical things to make it possible to our budget? So we use it a lot.
Gotcha.
And sometimes he wants to make the deal, but um, we have to be more um, to emphasize more this.
Right, right. So you got to stop him from being a prima donna kind of thing, you think.
Yeah.
Right. So we got the last one, the 738-55 rule. And we're gonna do a little bit of role play after that. Can
Okay.
you read the last one?
Okay. This rule highlights that only 7% of communication is verbal, the words. 38% is vocal, tone, and 55% is nonverbal, body language. That means that how you say something matters much more than what you say. In negotiation, controlling your tone, calm, respectful, and friendly, and using positive body language like open posture and contact, steady eye contact can have a huge impact on how your message is received. If you say "I'm listening" with a distracted tone and crossed arms, it won't be effective. But if you say it calmly with open postures and eye contact, it signals genuine engagement.
Okay, so this one seems kind of obvious, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think maybe the most important part is kind of I actually have a story. My father was like, "Okay, I need you to schedule the dentist, but I need you to schedule at this time." And then I tried to schedule it, and the woman said, "No, we're booked." I was like, "Oh, try to put me in the spot." She's like, "No, we're booked." And then my father's like, "Okay, give me the phone." And he called back, And he started talking to her. He's like, can you find a way to whatever? And she was like, okay. And then he gave me the phone back. He said, it's not what you ask for, it's how you ask for it. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, it's an amazing lesson. I just learned, right? But I don't know. Do you have like a similar experience where you were able to you think maybe get something because you're able to do it in the right tone, or do you kind of walk on eggshells ever when asking for something?
I think I think so. I when I have a problem with I travel a lot, and when I have like a problem or something to discuss with the flight company, and when you start talking with calm and not accusing them of something, sometimes you can have the things resolved faster. And I think in restaurants too, when you have like a problem or you need something special, you can talk with. I think it's a Brazilian way something, or we have this.
The jeitinho,
Yes, we have this on our blood.
right? Okay, great. Let's go down to try and see the vocabulary part three. Can you go down?
Yeah.
All right. So can you try and find the right words for the vocabulary?
The exercise one or two
Part three, and there's five
or
questions.
three?
Exercise one.
Exercise one.
Yes.
Okay. Report. To predict or expect something in advance. I have to connect them or no, it's like only the definition.
Right. No, yeah, you have to connect them.
Okay, so uh, report. Mm, mm, mm. I need to remember what's report.
I guess rapport is like you're building
A strong connection built
yeah,
for trust and understanding.
that's right. How about label?
Label. To describe an emotion using language.
Yeah, that's right.
Diffuse. Mm, To reduce tension and hostility,
Yeah, hostility.
hostility. Calibrated, um, carefully adjusted to be effective,
Yeah,
and anticipate to predict or expect something in advance.
all right. I think maybe the only new word for you there is rapport. Is that right?
Yeah, report, right?
Yeah,
Report.
I see rapport,
Uh-huh.
but I guess you could say report too.
Report.
Report sounds like report, report. So I think it's
Yeah.
better to say rapport.
Uh-huh.
Okay, exercise two, the final questions. Can you try it there to use
Okay.
the words?
He quickly built rapport with the new client by actively listening and showing empathy. 2. The mediator tried to diffuse the tension by using a calm voice and open body language. When she saw the frustration on his face, she decided to label it. They asked a calibrated question to guide the negotiation toward a shared goal. Before the meeting, he tried to anticipate all possible objections.
Okay, great. So, I just wanted to do a final exercise here. So we're gonna try and use maybe some of the tactics. You don't have to use all of them, maybe one or another. But how about we're planning a group trip, and some of us want to go to the beach and in Thailand, in Bali, or someplace like that. You want to go to, you guys want to go to Europe, right? You guys want to go to Italy or something. Would that be right? Would you prefer Italy over the beach in Asia? What do you think?
It depends. I don't know because we you can go to the beach in Italy too.
Yeah, there's
Have you
beaches.
heard about Amalfi Coast? It's on my bucket list now, on my someday list. But as I have already been to Thailand,
Yeah, go to,
I yes, I would prefer now to go to Italy.
okay, great. So you see the group is all like arms crossed and they're hearing your point of view. So you can try and just talk to them, talk to me, and maybe you
Okay.
want to label some emotions, use some tactical empathy. Give your negotiation pitch right now.
Okay. What do you want to do in Thailand?
I wanted to go to the beach, maybe do some surfing. I wanted to go to that little island, with Leonardo DiCaprio and stuff in the movie. I don't know, something like that.
Okay. Um, it's a nice plan, but we can go to the beach in Italy too, and also we can go to um, cool museums to see some Da Vinci um, art and to eat a lot of good food and drink a lot of wine. What do you think?
All right, you continue, but I already told you before that I'm very worried about the price. So you can kind of anticipate it, right, in the conversation.
About the price?
Yeah.
Okay. You may think that Italy may cost a lot, but the flight to Thailand is too expensive, so we're gonna save money in flight going to Italy, and we'll it will cost the same because we're gonna spend this money doing stuff, cool stuff, and not only with the flight.
Okay, great. So I think you used tactical empathy there, and you anticipated an objection there. That was the price, right? So
Yeah.
you make the person feel hurt. Great. I just wanted to know your opinion. Which book do you think is more interesting for you to use? Do you think it's Never
Oh,
Split the
I
Difference
think the
or
the second one.
yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna I'm gonna try to read it. I'm not a I love reading, but I'm not
Mhm.
a technical subject fan of my books. I prefer like when I'm reading, I prefer like going to a place that I'm not in my days. So I prefer like romances and fantasy books, but I'll try to read it because it's interesting to know the technicals, to not be only unconscious, to be like to make them consciously.
Right, and you use it for your work, right? So
Yeah, it's
that's
really
that's important. Okay, Today we focused on, what do you think about focusing on books? Do you think it's a good idea, or would you like more books in the future? Or do you think we could do something, some more negotiation or something different for next class?
No,
Okay.
I liked the idea of the book and working on the subjects here.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Great. So I'll see you 2 weeks from now. I think that's kind of
Okay,
all right. So
okay. I
yeah.
will ask you, I know we just started, but I would like further feedback of my approval, or because I really feel like I'm improving, but I also feel like oh my God, I'm always thinking a lot to say something or um, saying something wrong.
Right. Yeah. So here's the thing. With the mentorships, we're doing kind of like a contextualized work. So we're dealing with, subjects that we'll find in a business setting. So I think we did job interviews, negotiation, and we're doing productivity and more negotiation books. But from your side, do you think you need to work more on grammar or, vocabulary? Because my feedback for you is that things are good, but sometimes I think you get lost a little bit. Do you feel like that?
Yeah.
Right. So I
Hmm.
don't know from your side if you would actually want to work more on vocabulary or maybe even grammar, right? Because that's
Um,
not really the proposal here, but we can
yeah,
change.
I know. No, I know the proposal here is to to talk and to explore more these kind of subjects, but I also would like to have vocabulary, which I think it's the part of my that I have more difficulty. I forgot a lot of words from I spent like many years without practicing English, and now I'm trying to recover it.
Okay. What do you think about maybe you want to talk to, because I don't know if we can do the vocabulary and grammar classes on the
Hmm.
mentorship. But what do you think about, maybe one class in between the mentorship for vocabulary
Hmm.
and and grammar? Do you think that would help, or do you want some homework to do it? What do you think?
Mm, I don't know.
Because
Mm,
I'm working with you twice a month, right? So it's like
yeah.
kind of hard to build the foundation. What we're doing here really is kind of testing you a little bit, keeping you sharp.
Hmm.
But I think, to expand your vocabulary and maybe review grammar, if that's what you want, we might need a little bit more time, right? I'm not sure how you would feel about that.
Yes, I think it will be good to have more um, specific work on this.
All right. No, you can message in the group if you want to
Hmm.
schedule some more time. But I'm gonna actually ask Isabella if we can cover some more
Hmm.
grammar and vocabulary stuff in the mentorship, right? But I
Okay.
think so far you're doing great. I told Isabella, the students on the mentorship are really sharp and stuff, and yeah, I think so far you're doing good. Just sometimes get lost. That's it.
Hmm. Yeah,
All right.
I feel like that too.
Okay. So I'll make a plan with Isabella for you maybe, or you can message us in the group, okay?
Okay.
And
Hmm.
I'll catch you next 2 weeks, I guess. Right?
Okay. All right.
Hey, have a good one. Have a great week.
Thank you for you too. Have a good holiday.
Oh yeah,
Thursday
I
and Friday.
forgot about the holiday. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So bye bye.
Yeah. Catch you later.